spiritualist, any pastor, anybody who tells you they need to have sexual intercourse with you to be able to heal you, the person is 419.
It is not real.
Yes, it is not genuine, and the person is for. Maybe he is using other spirits that don't want goodness.
Okay.
Those people who use evil genies and black spirit, they do evil, and they do. The more they do evil, they become powerful.
Right.
You understand me? But nobody, obi biere nuwa, obeka so no ye nyame nipa, a healer, a good healer will sleep with somebody's wife. There is no such person. Anybody who tells you they have intercourse with you before they
what if it's just a woman, not anybody's wife, not anybody's girlfriend?
It is Azar.
Just a woman.
It is Azar.
They say
before you can have sexual intercourse with somebody, you need to be in relationship with that person.
Be in a relationship with that person.
But healing, sexual intercourse is not a process of healing. You have apprentices who are learning from you, who are females amongst them.
Okay.
So you direct that to them for them to do it for them. So you mix the concoction and give it to them. There is this guardian angel that are called Rauhan.
Yeah.
If someone has Rauhan, you don't have to smoke. Okay. You don't have to fornicate. Okay. You don't have to lie. You don't have to take alcohol. You don't have to even see like all sort of wrong things. So you need to abstain
anything
from
which is
you need to be holy. You need to be holy. Whether a pastor, whether a prophet, or whatever that is it, you need to be holy to enable the Spirit of God to work with you.
To work with you.
Anything that doesn't involve God, don't do it. Because consequences are it's not easy. The consequences you will face after it, it is not easy.
And these consequences, is it you the one going that will face the consequence, or the one who is deceiving you?
Both of you.
Both of you.
Exactly. God is light. So any person who is godly, especially a woman who holds herself, she don't fornicate, she don't do bad things, she easily get married. If she's not under spiritual bandage, she easily gets married.
She easily gets married.
Than a woman who goes here, go there. That's why most of the beautiful ladies are not married. Before you take a step, be very careful. I beg you. Be very, very, very careful. There are a lot of women who have gone to seek for spiritual assistance from many spiritualists, and they tend to be like Afidemipel. The spiritualists toast them.
Now they will toast you.
Be very careful. Maybe God has ordained a spiritualist to be your husband. That one day, I'm not God. It can be that way, but be very careful, and don't.
Yes. Don't visit too many.
It is not good.
Yeah.
It is not good. Sometimes you yourself sit down. Sometimes our problem are, let me say 10% of our problem is not spiritual. Maybe it is the way we do things. And sometimes we do too much.
When you sin a lot, it sometimes it fights against you. It blocks you.
Exactly. That thing, it is only God that can deliver you from it.
Wow.
Yes, you seek for forgiveness of Almighty Allah. Istighfari. Do you know if you feed a hungry person, in the eyes of God, you are more honorable than someone who have built a church?
Wow. Right, we're back here, Vibes in 5. It is what it is, spiritual headquarters. I'm here with Chief Idris Keere, or Sheikh Idris Keere, your favorite right here on Vibes in 5. His last video we dropped, he was so much on fire, cursing people all over. You know, God will curse you if you deceive somebody. God will do this if you do that. God will do this. I'm like, hey, that was a different realm altogether. And if you haven't seen that video, you've got to go see it and see why Sheikh Idris Keere was cursing everyone in that particular video. Now we're about to have a conversation about genies. You know, some call it jinns, others call it genies. It's the same thing. Now, how do they live their lives? Are some people using genies the wrong way? And can genies be manipulated to your favor? Or can you use genies to do bad to people? And are people in our societies who are using genies to do all sort of bad things, evil things, and causing atrocities? We're going to find out all of these from Sheikh Idris Keere, but I would want you to know that whatever you do with information from this conversation, the outcome is entirely your business. Vibes in 5, the crew, the host, not be held liable for that. It is time for us to learn. So get ready. Chief, it's good to see you again.
My brother, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you.
It's always good to see you.
It's good to see you too. You are, in fact, most, how do I call it? Most fashionable guest on Vibes in 5. Always beautifully dressed in your traditional wear. It looks good.
Thank you very much, my brother.
It looks good. As soon as you stepped out, we were all like, whoa, today, dear Chief, you kill it, as always.
Thank you very much.
But why were you so angry on our last video? You know, I couldn't get the time to speak to you to find out, somebody do you something. You bore.
Okay, first of all, before I explain that in English, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض وما في السماء والسميع العليم الحمد لله. When someone is called a spiritualist, first, the person is honored more than the president, because the president comes to us, pastors comes to us, a lot of people comes to us, police and everyone, because it was a work of dignity and integrity. You understand me? But today, it seems like a lot of people are going into this work due to their stomach. You understand me? What they have to do in service to mankind, it has been turned other way, deceiving people and spreading false information. And what pains me a lot is misleading people.
Okay.
People hear things, and most of them are not. I'm not doing new baby. So at the moment you spread that false information and then they take it.
They take it.
You are misleading people. You understand me? How can you bath someone's wife? You are not able. You are not supposed to do that.
But the pastors are also doing it.
They
take
that is
them
why.
to the beach, to the.
Listen to me. Every pastor, every spiritualist, every herbalist who will bath a woman who is not his wife or his woman, I swear to God, the person is not correct.
So the spirit can never direct you to do that.
It is not, never. The person is using his mind, but not a spiritual directive. If anybody baths a woman and see her nakedness, if they don't have any relationship like marriage or any relationship,
blood relation,
wallahi, the person is not correct. I will not say the person is 419, but the person is not correct.
Not correct. It's not genuine.
The person is not genuine. Any genuine person will never. Let me tell you something. There are instances that you hear say, oh, if you wait at this house, they have medicine. This house, they are powerful. But when the ancestors that were holding that power in that house died, later that power they used to have, it is no more there.
Right.
Because what they are supposed to use the spirit for, they are not using it for that. It has rules and regulations. We have nature and spiritual laws and regulations that you need to abide by and follow. Therefore, if you breach it, they will leave.
They will leave.
And those rules and the regulation that the spiritism have, you are not supposed to see another woman's nakedness as a man. If she's a female, it is normal. Or if the person is, if a female priest, spiritualist female or prophetess, that one it is normal.
But a man,
no. It is prohibited in the spiritual law.
So how about those who step on the stomachs of pregnant women in the name of deliverance? In the name of deliverance. It is azan. Or they kick them in the belly.
Azan.
Or pour water on them in the church.
It's azan.
It's azan. It is not real.
Yes. Azan. How do we azan in English?
Azan is in English is frakadam.
Yes, 419. Whoever kicks,
that's not true. It's 419.
Yes, it is azan.
It's azan.
Yes.
Whoever kicks a pregnant woman in the belly,
it is
in the name of
I know I will be hated for this, and they will write bad comment. But me, as I always say, me and family home, if you are ready to be truthful, you'll be attacked.
You'll be attacked.
And I am already aware of it. So it will not surprise me if you write bad comment. I don't care.
But these things happen in renowned churches by renowned men of God.
Read my lips.
Churches.
It is as remember, we will all die. I cannot be an angel and I cannot be a saint. I have my mistakes. And I'm not saying I'm a saint or I am pure. But I always try to make the good more than the bad that I do.
Again, I'm sorry to keep asking, but it is happening. So let me ask, how about those who do the deliverance through sex? They need to sleep with you to be able to deliver.
That is where I am coming.
Right.
any spiritualist, any pastor, anybody who tells you they need to have sexual intercourse with you to be able to heal you, the person is 419.
It is not real.
Yes, it is not genuine, and the person is for. Maybe he is using other spirits that don't want goodness.
Okay.
Those people who use evil genies and black spirit, they do evil, and they do. The more they do evil, they become powerful.
Right.
You understand me? But nobody, obi biere nuwa, obeka so no ye nyame nipa, a healer, a good healer will sleep with somebody's wife. There is no such person. Anybody who tells you they have intercourse with you before they
what if it's just a woman, not anybody's wife, not anybody's girlfriend?
It is Azan.
Just a woman.
It is Azan.
They say
before you can have sexual intercourse with somebody, you need to be in relationship with that person.
Be in a relationship with that person.
But healing, sexual intercourse is not a process of healing.
Sexual intercourse is not a process of
healing. Never. Healing. It is force. It is fragadam. It is Azan. That laughter with you.
It doesn't happen like that.
Exactly.
Again, when you go to the hospital, I like where the conversation is going, then we'll get into the Jinns.
Okay.
Now, when you go to the hospital, we have the gynecologist department where they have access to women, where they can professionally strip a woman, lay on bed, open your legs, and then sometimes they insert machine, they insert their hands with gloves and all things there. If a spiritualist says, the spirit has directed me to do same. Maybe the woman wants baby, the woman wants pregnancy, and the spiritualist say, lie on this table, open your leg, let me spiritually diagnose you. Is it wrong? Is it off?
It is wrong. The car goes on the street, the train goes on the road, on the rail, and the ship goes through the water. Each and every institute has their way of healing. Physical healing is something different from spiritual. You understand me? The gynecologist is professional to that. He went to school, he was educated, and he was trained to do what he's doing. No spiritualist is trained, to my knowledge, and I'm a spiritual and psychic expert, to put his hand in the private part of woman. There is no spiritual healing that way.
There is no spiritual
healing that way. For you to put your hand or have intercourse with a woman, no, there's no such thing. It is Azan.
It is Azan.
It is Azan. It is not true.
So how should a spiritualist deal with someone who wants pregnancy?
Who wants pregnancy? Maybe there is a witchcraft or spiritual marriage that have blocked your womb. That one, it is a saraka or spiritual directory that you are supposed to. Everyone has a special way of rendering service, but not in that act of having sexual intercourse or seeing the private part of the person or nakedness.
It is out of the equation.
Because if I say I'm going to talk about it, it has so many ways of making sure someone's have maybe spiritually, if the person is locked, you can open up for the person to get the womb to give birth.
To open.
Yes. But all these ways of healing, there is no way you can have sexual intercourse with someone to heal the person. It is not true.
Again, when you visit these shrines or you go to spiritual places, mostly you find women who are bare-chested. Their breast is on. You know, for such people, and for a spiritualist who has a shrine, and a woman comes for healing, and he says, take off your top. Let me bath you some herbs, and let me bath you this and that. Obviously, he will see the breast. Is that also wrong?
It is wrong.
It is wrong.
It is wrong. A man,
pay attention carefully.
A spiritualist who is a good one is not supposed to see the nakedness of a woman. Nakedness of a woman.
Just the top.
No. Why? Okay, just the top. Why will you allow your wife to go out with just the top off?
No, I won't allow my wife to go out with just the top off.
Why?
Because it's not for the public.
Exactly.
Yes, it's not for the public.
Exactly.
But this spiritualist is operating professionally as a spiritualist who has to bath her herbs. How about that?
My brother.
It's an interesting conversation because it happens.
Bathing a woman who is not married to you or in relationship with you, it is wrong. It is Azan.
It is Azan.
Exactly.
It is.
You have apprentices who are learning from you, who are females amongst them.
Okay.
So you direct that to them for them to do it for them. So you mix the concoction and give it to them.
To a female.
Yes. Okay. It's Azan.
Okay. Okay. Now
let me tell you. There is this garden angel that I call Rauhan.
Yeah.
If someone has Rauhan, you don't have to smoke. Okay. You don't have to fornicate. Okay. You don't have to lie. You don't have to take alcohol. You don't have to even see like all sort of wrong things. Adia emfa nyame kwan so you need to abstain
anything
from
which is
you need to be holy. You need to be holy. Whether a pastor, whether a prophet or whatever that is it, you need to be holy to enable the Spirit of God to work with you.
To work with you. So
you need to be holy.
No spiritualist is allowed
Never
to see a woman either fully naked or half naked.
Never.
No spiritualist is allowed.
Never.
If you have to, for any reason, do anything for a woman that she has to take off her top, let a female apprentice do that. Don't do it as the man.
No, it is wrong.
It is wrong.
Anybody who is doing that, either say he don't know what he's doing or he's azan. But 90% to 100, it is azan.
It is azan.
No true spiritualist will allow himself to see the nakedness of a woman who is not his wife or anything.
It is not
Never.
allowed. Okay, so now you have it. We had to clear this side for you to understand it properly, because women go through a lot. They go to churches, they go to shrines, they go to spiritualists, and sometimes it's just the woman and the spiritualist in a house like this or in a room like this,
They
and maybe
just
one
take
other
advantage.
person, and then they'll say, "Oh, we need to
They
bath
put
this,
fear
we need
in
to
you.
smear this on your body."
Yeah, they put fear in
They
you.
put fear in you.
Yes.
That if you don't do it,
This will happen.
This
Nothing
will
will
happen
happen.
to you.
If you go to a spiritualist and they tell you, if I don't bath you or I don't do this, this will happen, that will happen. Nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you.
how about the wicked ones? How about the wicked spiritualists who actually can let something happen to
They
you?
can let something to happen. Let me tell you, there are things that we don't know as human beings. Most of the people who don't know about spiritism.
Yeah.
Spiritually,
Yeah. Spiritually, yes, we adjudicate matters.
Exactly.
Right.
If you are a newcomer to that place and they give you direction to do, take you off your clothes, don't do it. Nothing can happen to you.
No matter what.
No matter what, nothing can happen to you. But if you are already there, you know this place is a fetish place, it is not good place, they slaughter bloods and do certain things that it's not godly. And you put your head under it, maybe you've been going there for a long time, they help you in so many ways. But evil spirit don't give you something for free. It's going to get to a point they are going to make you do things that you yourself it will be trouble. You will suffer and your kids are going to suffer in the process. So at that moment when they tell you to do something and you don't do it, that one it can take effect.
That one it can take effect.
Exactly.
Because you have been going there.
Exactly.
You have the knowledge.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
And you still went there.
Exactly. Exactly. But if you are a newcomer, nothing will happen to you.
Nothing will happen to
Exactly.
you. So take a woman who has been married for 15 years, no child.
Okay.
This woman has roamed and roamed and roamed, no pregnancy, no child, or whenever she gets pregnant, miscarriage. And then she goes to this spiritualist who says, maybe popular spiritualist, she's heard about him or she's heard about her, pastor, spiritual. And then you go to this pastor and the pastor said, I have to put the baby inside you through me. The baby is in me and I have to put it inside you.
Not all that glitters is gold. Not because
For such a woman, how
the,
can
the,
she say
the,
no?
the person can be popular. The person can be known but not powerful.
Not powerful, yeah.
People knowing you doesn't mean God knows you. People knowing you doesn't mean God knows you. There are evil people who are popular, you know that.
Yeah.
That don't believe in God, they don't worship God, but they are popular. So being popular doesn't mean God knows you, or God have accepted you, or God is using you. There are people who are pastors that have buried pregnant women in their pulpit. The more the
woman
rots and the gogome
the worms
become
will
plenty,
become
that is
more.
how people are coming to them. So you that have the physical eye will see the person to be man of God, but we that have the spiritual eyes, we know
that
all
there's
of them.
something going on.
We know. I can count all the pastors and tell you this is a man of God, this is not a man of God, this is a man of God, this is not a man of God. You understand me? And no man of God will tell you they will plant something in you. Maybe you can meet and then fall in love with each other. Maybe he have toast you or proposed to you. That one
is different.
your agreement.
Yeah, it's your agreement.
You understand me?
Yeah.
But going and then seeking for spiritual assistance, for someone to tell you they will have intercourse with you before they heal you or give you belay or whatever that is it. It's not. No spiritual way or healing can be done through sexual intercourse.
No spiritual way, no healing.
No
can be done
healing
through
can be done through
intercourse.
sexual intercourse. It is not true.
It is not true.
A lot of pastors have been arrested because they took advantage of the people. Rape is being forced to have sex without one's consent. Being forced to have sex without one's consent.
But under this circumstance, the woman will willingly give the consent because she believes he is the one who has the solution. Oh, okay, you've deceived her.
You've deceived her.
You've deceived her.
Exactly.
You are in a position of authority.
Exactly.
And so if you speak, she's likely not to say no.
Exactly.
And you did it.
Exactly.
So in that case,
a lot of pastors have been arrested, and they test them if maybe he have some sickness in him that he have transferred to her. They do all these tests, and if you are not lucky, you give that woman some kind of sickness. You have to be phone.
Then there's a problem.
I swear to God.
And it is happening. You know, some spiritualists who do these things.
That is why always when I come here, I always want to set that awareness for people to be aware. If you are on a bridge and the bridge is about to collapse, because of
because of fear.
If there's even a leaf, you try to even hold the leaf.
On to a drowning man who clutch at a straw.
Exactly. Yeah. You understand me?
Yeah.
So if you are in a situation, that doesn't mean you should just go anywhere and just go and do just anything because I'm in situation or in need. Anything. No. If you are hungry, doesn't mean you should feed on any table.
On any table.
No. You must be vigilant. You must be careful. And I always say this: anything that doesn't involve God, don't do it. Because consequences are it's not easy. The consequences you will face after it, it is not easy.
And these consequences, is it you the one going that will face the consequence, or the one who is deceiving you?
Both of you.
Both of you.
Exactly.
You the one who didn't know.
There are a lot of fetish priests.
Yeah.
When you go to them, even the bowl they eat their food in, you cannot eat it. You cannot eat in it. Where they sleep, when they tell you to sleep there, you will not sleep there.
Why?
If so obey huma enye papa, nothing
get close to bad spirits, nothing good comes out of it.
Exactly. God is light. Nyame oye. So any person who is godly, especially a woman who holds herself, she don't fornicate, she don't do bad things, she easily get married. If she's not under spiritual bandage, she easily get married.
She easily gets married.
Than a woman who goes here, go there. That's why most of the beautiful ladies are not married. Because they are deceived by their beauty. They go here, they go there, they just do anything anyhow. But people, or let me say women who are not considered so beautiful because of how they hold their self. If we say aketesia, aketesia means kataunhusi.
Okay.
Cover yourself. Yes. Kataunhusi. Men kokokokokoko. If you are able to hold yourself, you become so bright in such a way you easily attract great men to marry you. That is why most of the beautiful women are home, and those considered ugly are having good marriage. Yes.
Wow. Very revealing conversation. I guess we are all learning from it, especially the women who frequent so many. We have some women, they jump from every spiritualist to every spiritualist.
It brings your star down.
It brings
let them know.
It quenches your fire, or it quenches your light. If you move from one spiritualist to the other, moving from one spiritualist to the, unless they don't hear the name, they will go. But do you blame them if the person has a problem that she needs solution to?
Why are you laughing?
this one.
A spade must
explain
a spade.
Unless you explain this one to yourself.
Don't rush in things.
Don't rush. Because if you rush to knock, you will knock the wrong place. Chief, this your
don't rush.
Here. Use experience. Slow down.
It's short, like
yeah.
Don't rush. In life, anything you are going to do, don't rush. Whether you are going to marry, whether you are going to in relationship, whether you are traveling, don't rush. Take your time before doing
But
things.
Won't you agree with me and with all of us that there are situations that when you find yourself in, you can't even have the brain to say, I want to relax, but because you can't relax.
And let me tell you something.
There are time-bound situations.
Let me tell you something. Gabadiyeshi Allah. Do you want the truth?
Yes, I want.
You want the truth?
Yes, I want the truth.
Gabadiyeshi Allah.
Okay.
Do you know the meaning of Gabadiyeshi Allah?
No, I don't know the meaning.
Something that you want it to happen right now, around now, unless God.
Unless God.
No human being on earth can let something happen instant But wallahi, by God, unless God.
Unless God.
God can let right now, it is raining. No, the rain stop and then sun come.
Yes. But
So no
man cannot.
spiritualist can let you, like, only by the will of Almighty Allah. That maybe he can hear the cry of someone and then heal them or make what they want possible instantly.
Because there are people whose problems are time bound. Maybe they've been zoned out that you have only 6 months
If
to
you
live.
want something instantly, don't come to me. Don't go to any spiritualist. Wake up at night. Friday dawn, 3 to 4. I swear to God, call unto Almighty Allah. Cry. Do you know the time God hears prayer faster?
No.
When you have tears in your eyes. When there is tears in your eyes.
Tears.
God hears your prayer faster.
Faster.
So wake up. And He is the only one who can let something happen instantly. But me, when you come to me and tell me something will happen instantly, I cannot do it.
So if you want something to happen instantly in your life, go to God.
Yes. Don't go to any man.
You will be deceived. Don't go to any man.
You know,
go
people don't want truth.
Yeah.
Truth is like a chair.
Yeah.
You will go any round and you will come back to the chair.
And you will sit on it.
Exactly.
It will be there.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
That is why I am hated among some of these spiritualists. Most of them love me because they love me massively, massive love. But some of them,
those who hate you, hate you.
Exactly.
Those who love
because
you,
of
love
why?
You. The truth. The truth. No man can make anything happen for you.
They see it like me kata money juani. I'm making
like they are
food.
taking food out of their mouth.
Exactly. But we must stop informing people, misleading people. We must stop that. Come and say the truth. If Allah have ordained something for you, He will give it to you.
It's true.
Rather than coming here, blah blah blah, and then spreading false information and misleading people.
Chief, let's wrap up. It's unfortunate we couldn't do the genie, but this is an equally important episode because letting women know their position when it comes to spiritual men is very important. They take advantage of them. They take, especially those who want children, those who want some breakthrough in their lives. Once you tell them and they've heard your name, they believe you.
No. Not all that glitters.
They believe you.
Not all that glitters.
In fact, I hear some can even go to the spiritualists with their husbands or with their boyfriends, and the boyfriend will be sitting outside, and the spiritualist will say, oh, the spirit says I should touch your breast, and they'll be touching their breast inside.
Please, ladies.
Please advise
you
them.
are our mothers. Before you take a step, be very careful. I beg you, be very, very, very careful. There are a lot of women who have gone to seek for spiritual assistance from many spiritualists, and they tend to be like Afidemipel. The spiritualists toast them.
Now they will toast you.
Be very careful. Maybe God has ordained a spiritualist to be your husband. That one day, I'm not God. It can be that way, but be very careful. And don't
yes. Don't visit too many.
It is not good.
Yeah.
It is not good. Sometimes you yourself sit down. Sometimes our problem are, let me say 10% of our problem is not spiritual. Maybe it is the way we do things. And sometimes we do too much.
When you sin a lot, it sometimes it fights against you, it blocks you.
Exactly. That thing, it is only God that can deliver you from it.
Wow.
Yes, you seek for forgiveness of Almighty Allah. Istighfari. You do a lot of istighfar. You beg God for forgiveness. May Allah forgive you for the sins you are doing.
So as you are begging God to forgive you, then you stop.
Yes.
You have to stop. Don't continue to be doing it and begging for forgiveness.
How can you go and bath and you go into the mud again? No. If you are out of the mud and you bath yourself, make sure you don't go back into the mud again.
And begin to beg for forgiveness.
Exactly. And then live a righteous life. Make the goodness more than the evil you do. You cannot be 100%, frankly speaking. But at least make sure your goodness is more than the evil you do.
Now, one last question.
Okay.
And I think it will help all of us. You say, let the goodness be more than your bad.
Exactly.
What is one good that every man must do? And this is a good that if you do, it is heavy in the eyes of God. One thing that no matter what, do it.
First of all, put God first in any affairs of your life.
Okay.
Secondly, feed the poor.
Feed the poor.
Exactly.
This is
Feed
it.
the poor.
Feed the poor.
Let me tell you some secrecy a lot of pastors or people will not tell you. Do you know if you feed a hungry person, in the eyes of God, you are more honorable than someone who have built a church?
Wow. Wow.
If you feed someone who is hungry, in the eyes of the Lord, you are honorable than the person who have built 10 churches.
Wow. This is profound. Now, in feeding the poor, should you necessarily cook rice?
Not cook
prepare rice and go and give to the poor.
Look,
or you can even
before
send
you
Momo.
do goodness,
Or you can send Momo.
far.
Yeah.
Look around you. There are women whose husband has died and they are suffering with kids. Help them. With my toimu bottle, you can buy
a
of
bag
rice.
of rice.
Yes,
and
maybe month you take something and then you buy a bag of rice. You just put it in your mind. Or anytime when I get something, I'll buy a bag of rice or maybe 100 cedis and give it to this widow.
This widow.
You understand? Orphans, widow, and the less privileged.
The less privileged. Give it to them.
In a day, if there is a rapture or anger of God on you and there's some bad thing that was ordained to happen to you, and you do goodness or charity that day, that thing will not happen to you.
That thing will not happen.
I'm telling you.
If you do the same good through Momo, maybe the person, today I don't have
any form
anything
of
to
goodness
eat.
is goodness.
You send 50 cedis, you send 20 cedis.
Exactly. Your friend, you know work is not going well. Things are. Don't wait for the person to come and ask you.
Do it.
Do it. And when you do good, don't go around telling people.
Okay, so now when you do good, don't
Do
go around
good,
telling
expect
people.
nothing in return.
Do good, expect nothing in return. Don't go around telling people. So how about those who carry cameras?
Listen to me. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
We must understand as human beings. Even your camera have manual.
Yes.
When you buy a phone, it has manual.
It has it.
When you buy common things, it has manual.
It has. Yes.
What is the manual of this life and this world we are living in? It is the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible.
Okay.
When we are talking about hellfire, some ignorant people joke with things. Wallahi, whether we like it or not, there will be judgment after death. Whether we like it or not, there is hellfire. The sample, a little sample of hellfire is volcano.
Okay.
Who created volcano?
God. I would say God.
Look at how this volcanic fire is.
Eruption is, yeah. That is a little sample of hellfire.
A little sample of hellfire. For God is just showing you a little thing that the hellfire we are talking about. In real life, I want you to see small. Gas. If you buy gas, within a month or maybe, let me say 1.5 months, the gas finished, right?
Yeah.
Who is putting that gas that is making this volcano fire quenching every day? Who is putting gas in it? If you don't buy gas, can you get fire?
No.
So who is giving that fire?
Who is giving the volcanic eruption fire?
My brother, the world is not how we see it. There are shayateens. There are evil people that are going to tell you, oh, nothing is there. Don't mind anybody. There's no hellfire. If you hear anybody speaking that, it is Shaitan who is speaking through that person.
Don't listen.
Don't listen.
Anybody
who will tell you don't do good, do evil, there's no hell. It is Shaitan who is speaking through that person.
Don't listen.
Don't listen.
Chief, those who do good and use phone to record it and put it on social media, is it right or wrong?
What did the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam state about this? He said, when the left do good, don't let it. There are people who are going to do good, but they are not going to get any benefit. Even hereafter, they will not get any benefit. God is going to tell them that the goodness you did, you just did it for people to hail you up. And in the world, you got people hailing you up.
Now
You put the camera, you put it on camera, people are seeing it. You just did it just for people to hail you.
Feed 2,000
Exactly. So people have hail you in the world. So you don't have any benefit here.
What else do you want? Some print t-shirts and wear t-shirts, share t-shirt for people, carry a camera.
When you are doing good, take the camera off.
When you are doing good, take the camera off. Yeah.
It is very important.
Take the camera off.
Take the camera off when you are doing good.
But they have this reason, which I think is reasonable, that we do it and show it to people so that other people will be motivated to also do good.
I was coming there.
Yes, please come.
If the intention of taking the video is to motivate people to do Allah na aiki da niyyar mutum. Your intentions is what God uses.
Okay.
If your intention was to just the world hail you, they will hail you, and you will have nothing. If your intention is you want to teach people to also do something, sometimes if you are giving to the people, just block their faces.
Just block their faces.
Block their faces.
Blur their
It's
faces.
not yes.
Blur their
Their
faces.
faces.
Yes, blur their faces. I think personally, I'm not so much into
Goodness,
give and show.
Prolong life.
You know? And I don't think Eddie also likes give and
goodness,
show.
prolong life.
Like,
if you don't know, I'm telling you, Sayyidina Anabi Dawood, Anabi Dawood, he was doing darasi with his disciples, and one boy came there, and he saw the person has only 10 days to live.
Right.
And then Malaika al-Maut came and told him the boy has only 10 days. Listen to this. The boy left there after darasi is finished, and then he was on his way home.
Right.
And he saw like a lady he's widow with her children who were crying, and they were saying since yesterday they have nothing in their stomach, they are hungry. They beg him with the name of Almighty Allah for him to help them with something to eat. He was having 6 dinars, 6 coins, and he took all out of pity and mercy. And he gave it to them. And they were surprised that he was having nothing on him, and he took everything and gave him.
Yeah.
And she raised her hand and prayed to Almighty Allah, please, we need this kind of people. Ya Allah, give him more life to help poor people like us. Instantly, God ordered the angels to give him 60 years.
In addition to the 10.
And each and any of the queen had 10 years.
Oh my God.
So 60 years, someone who was supposed to live 20 years alone was able to live
60 years plus.
And someone who was very poor in all his life, he have experienced poverty. And he went and then prayed, cried to God. I want to be rich for only 5 years. Ya Allah, give me richness. I want to taste how richness is. Just for 5 years. God gave him abundance of riches and everything. He was enjoying. But one thing, because he knew how poverty feels, and then
how hunger
is, he was like giving out just like that. Or
he was just
helping people. This widow, he buy rice, millet, and give money. He's just helping anyhow. And all these widows and people who are less privileged always pray, Ya Allah, don't let this money finish, because if the wealth of this man finish, we are dead. We are all getting food from him. We are all getting life from him. We are getting everything from him. Ya Allah, make sure you bless him always. And one thing about life, the cry and the voice of the needy and the less privileged, God hears it fast.
It's powerful.
And God heard them. So 5 years, 6 years, 7 years to 10 years,
still rich.
He is still having the money, and it is coming in abundance. And he said, hey, we only agreed on 5 years. Why am I still having all this? And he went to God and he asked God, what is happening? The money is still there. It's almost 10 years now. And revelation came that because of the goodness you are doing, some among the less privileged have prayed that I shouldn't let the wealth stop. So I've heard the
so continue.
Exactly.
Eddie has a question for you before we go. Eddie, what's the question?
A quick one.
Okay.
You see, sometimes it's not about doing good. It's not about doing good.
Okay.
You have the intentions of doing good.
Okay.
But you don't even know who you are doing good, where that money is going to end to. For example, you go to the village, you meet this old lady in maybe tattered dresses and everything.
And you are doing good.
But everybody is saying this woman is a witch. What if you do good and then
Let me tell you. The reason why later I understand.
You. Now let me ask it in the mic so that people will know what you ask. Eddie is saying that sometimes you have the intention to do good, but you don't know who you are doing the good to. You go to a village, you see an old man or an old woman, or not even old, someone in the village that you want to do good to. But everybody is saying this guy is a wizard, this guy is bad. And you fear that if I give this money to him, I don't know where this money will go and what he will use it to do against me. What should I do?
Thank you. You've asked the question. That is why I told you the Quran and the Holy Bible is the manner of this world we are living. Everything you are going to do, every step, there is the hadith and this in it.
Right.
Before you give out, you must pray on the money.
Pray on the money.
And let me tell you this, wallahi, when the name of God is mentioned, nothing can penetrate. When the name of Almighty Allah is mentioned, as right now, I say Bismillah, if there's any evil spirit around, they will vamoose. And when you mention the name of God and do the goodness, I swear to Almighty Allah, nothing can happen to you. The person can do nothing to you.
No matter who.
No matter who you are, no matter who the person is, no matter how powerful that witchcraft or whatever there is in. If you put the name of God on the money, I have good prayer is very important too. Prayer is a key. Prayer is a key. The Quran stated, before you go out, there is a certain prayer you do. Easily, this Muslim brother and sister, you know, Falak, Nas, Ikhlas. When you do it, no evil can penetrate your life.
Before you go out.
Wallahi, before you do goodness, no evil can do evil to you. Just pray. God hears any language. God, Allah created us. He created the mountains. He created the spirit. He created everything. So my brother, Mr. Eddie, when you are going to do the goodness, before you go out from your home, pray on the money. You have good intention. You have pure intention. You pray to Almighty God. Any evil, after doing this goodness, any evil that is going to come out from that, you want that evil to go back to the person. Do that prayer, and wallahi, I'm telling you, no evil can penetrate your life. No evil, I am telling you. Do you know the people who evil and witchcraft fear? The person who have strong faith in Almighty God. If you have strong faith, you will be powerful in such a way you can even guide your friends and people around you. In dreams, you will see people attacking them, and you will be able to even come and fight for them and then take them out. I'm telling you, if you are someone who is strong faith, no legislature.
If you have
the Bible says if we have strong faith, we can move mountains. It is true.
It is true.
Faith is something that is very, very strong. Do you know what? Even the genies and the evil spirit, before they can get you, they put fear in you. And at the moment you fear attack, they easily get you.
Yes.
But if you don't fear, you call the name of God, you pray hard. Wallahi, when they see you coming from afar, they will run away.
We'll end here. We'll end here. This is a very powerful episode. Keep this episode. If you chance on this video, keep it. If you haven't seen it, fine. But the very moment you see this video, keep it and watch it over and over again. And do good. Do good. If you have money you want to give someone, pray over the money and give. Do good. Yeah, we all do good, small in our way. It might not be enough, but at least we are doing small. Do good. A day
if you wake up a day,
cities,
even 10 pesos, you have 10 pesos a day. Make sure every day you do goodness.
Make sure every day you do at least have it in mind that every day you do good.
And the most important thing, clear your intentions.
Have a clear mind.
If you pray, if you fast, whatever you do, if you don't have clear intention,
it won't work.
Wallahi, you will suffer. So most of the time, you see a lot of people in the churches, they pray more than anybody, they do anything, but still they are not succeeding. Watch
their heart.
They don't feel happy when some people are succeeding.
I have a topic that we need to touch on right after this episode. It just happened, and we have
there was someone. Let me give you just 1 minute, please. Let me add this.
Right.
There was this man. At the time of Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, the time of Moses,
yes,
he pray, he do everything, but he's not succeeding. He pray more than anybody, he's not succeeding. But someone was succeeding, and he was not praying as he's praying. And he went to Nabi Musa, Prophet Moses alayhi salatu wasalam, that I want you to ask God for me that why am I praying and doing everything yet I'm not succeeding. He said, okay. And the other person who came, who was succeeding, came to him and told him that, I'm having abundance of wealth. The wealth is becoming too much. And other people need it, but they are not having it. But like me, my own is overflowing like a river. Why? When you go ask God. And when he went, the first answer, God told Nabi Musa alayhi salatu wasalam that the first person who was saying he prayed and everything, he's not succeeding. Tell him, when someone have success, he should be happy for them. His heart is not pure.
God damn it.
So you can pray and do anything, but if your heart is not pure, you will never succeed.
Because you are not happy for other people who have succeeded.
Exactly.
So you can't succeed.
The church is not the temple of God. Your body and the heart is the temple of God.
So keep it clean.
So keep it clean. Don't envy. And the other one, who was so rich, God gave the answer that he's always grateful.
Yeah.
And pure.
Amen.
If he wants the success and the wealth to stop, then he should stop thanking God. He should stop being grateful, and he should fill his heart. The success will go away. Stop. And he came and gave that message that you should stop thanking God and you should fill your heart. And he said, thanking God for what? Thanking God is the first thing I do anytime I wake up. Thanking God is like drinking water. I will never stop thanking God for what he have done for me. And he says, if you don't stop thanking God, then your wealth will not stop.
Will not stop. You too,
And
if you don't clear your mind.
Clear your mind and be happy for someone. And if someone gives what you want, be grateful for the little. Man la ishkuru nasa la ishkuru laha. If someone does something for you and you are not grateful for that thing someone have done for you, and you say this is too small, you will suffer. That is the word of God.
We've ended. We won't say a word again. Cut it. The next episode is coming.